I got something to splash. I know exactly what he want to do.
This is not what he want. He knows this.
There's definitely a history between us.
He's really tough. The last tournament kind of setting we played in, he was hooping.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting New York Knicks. At shooting guard, Evan Fournier. At center, Mitchell Robinson. At the other guard position, Derrick Rose. At small forward, R.J. Barrett. At the other forward position, Julius Randle. The head coach of the visiting team is Tom Thibodeau. Introducing the starters for your Phoenix Suns. At forward, 6'6", number 99, Jay Crowder. At forward, 6'6", number 25, Mikal Bridges. At center, 6'11", number 22, DeAndre Ayton. At guard, 6 feet, number 3, Chris Paul. At guard, 6'5", number 1, Devin Booker. The head coach for your Phoenix Suns is Monty Williams. Let's hear it for your Phoenix.
We welcome you to Noche and Beyond here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jerseys, tonight a celebration of the Latin culture. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, Kevin, one of the great stories is Julius Randle becoming an all-star in New York. Randle said it's been a lot of hard work paying off. As a shooter, a passer, a leader, you name it, I've gotten to flip the script on my own reputation, while also helping with this larger thing we have going, changing the reputation of our entire franchise. Mission accomplished, Kevin.
Yep, he's big enough to handle it. His performance speaks loudly. Thank you, D.A. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Randle and Robinson make up the inside pair. And it's Rose in at the point. And for the Suns, up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. And so off the tip, it's New York. And here's Rose. Outside Fournier.
Checking into
for
the
Phoenix, JaVale McGee's checked in for Ayton. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Jay Crowder. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. MP's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Julius Randle. And you will quickly, he's checked in for Evan Fournier. and Alec Burks subbed in for Rose. Now, here's Toppin. Clock at 4. Here's Barrett. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
Payne can't hit. Knicks trail by 6. Quickly the pass to MP. Burks kicks to Quickly. Throws it up high. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range, the free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people.
And the Suns miss again.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Quickly kicks to MP. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
How about the tenacity from MP against stiff defense there, drawing a good foul and getting a shot to go.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Sharge checked in for JaVale McGee. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Booker. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for New York. Throw good, MP.
And what I like about MP, it's the confidence with which he plays. He feels like he can go at anyone in the league.
Now here's Payne. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here he goes. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. MP left side. Now, here's Quickly. Kicks it out to MP. New York needs to get off a shot. Works for 3. Unable to get that one. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Suns lead by 3. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And the Suns are an offensive powerhouse. We know that, but as Devin Booker details, no slouches defensively either.
You know, right now, I like the way we're playing defense. You know, I think we have spurts where I say a lot of teams do, where we have 5-10 minutes off where, you know, we're all not clicking, but we've came together and figured it out.
And Greg, you've seen it. Booker individually making strides at the defensive end.
And I'm not sure he'll ever be a stopper, but to be great, you've got to consistently bring the effort and focus.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Phoenix, look at who they've got on the floor. Bridges and Sharge make up the forwards. Cameron Payne is out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Kaminsky in at the center position. Now, here's Craig. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Burks can't get it to go. The Suns leading. Bridges outside. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
At the line.
And he shows the focus there. Nails.
Substitution
with a different look. Ryan Kaminsky, he's checked in for Sharich. Jay Crowder comes in for Mikal Bridges. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Now, here's Toppin. MP left side. Kicks it to Toppin. MP dishes to Burks. Back to MP. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Booker in the post. Barrett covering. Booker the pass to Payne. Ayton trying to break free. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
To the paint. Here's MP. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 13-5 run. Payne dishes to Booker. Shoots over Burks. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. Now Barrett shoots over Crowder, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Phoenix ahead. They lead by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge.
Checking in for
here
the
with
Knicks.
a different look. Ryan Kaminsky, he's checked in for 8. Sharich comes in for Jay Crowder. Landry Shamet's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul. And new group in for the Knicks. Nerlens Noel checks in for Mitchell Robinson. MP comes in for Randall. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Barrett. And it's Burks in for Rose. On the court for the Knicks. MP out there with Noel. Then it's Evan Fournier. Then there's Emmanuel quickly. And it's Burks in at the 1 spot. Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. Shamet with it. And the layup falls. Shamet's got the lead up to 7 now for the Suns.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Burks the pass to MP. Fournier dishes to MP. Burks against Bridges. Misses off the right iron.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
They grab their own miss.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Quickly against Bridges. Quickly kicks to Burks. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Payne. Bridges, no one around him. Triple from the wing. Bridges has got 9 points.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
MP. Rebound by the Suns. There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Payne, and stolen by Noel. And it's quickly in the corner. Back to MP. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. He's got 9.
And love to see MP get aggressive inside, pushing his way around the contact and to his shot.
Here's Payne. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. Right back after this break. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Ball movement, quick decision. Get the ball from side to side. Set better screens. Defensively, we got to do a much better job. Let's get on the glass.
Urging his squad to be more decisive, especially Greg on the defensive end.
Yeah, Coach Thibodeau isn't pleased with his guys' effort. It's clear he wants them to be more aggressive.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Andre Ayton out there with Frank Kaminsky. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Paul. Ayton in the corner. And stolen by MP. Bridges against Fournier, and the dunk by MP.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Here's Booker. To the middle. Here's Kaminsky. Yes, that goes in. Kaminsky's got his first bucket of the night.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Jake Crowder's checked in for the Suns. The Knicks also changing it up. Robinson's checked in for MP. For the Suns, JaVale McGee comes in for 8, and Dario Saric subbed in for Bridges. And a switcher also for New York. MP's checked in.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
All against Rose. A shot by Paul, no good. And Greg, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Suns?
And they've made the long range look like a layup at times in this one, guys.
Yeah, and they've had a lot of success at the free throw line tonight, too.
That free throw good from Randall.
It seems to me Julius Randle improves every season, and the more responsibility he's given, it seems the better he performs.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in. Both free throws good from Randall. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Rose against Paul. Booker right side. Bridges outside. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Bridges got the lead up to 14 now for the Suns. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Booker against Fournier. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. McGee's shot is off. Knicks trail by 14.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Suns.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game. And as we've come to expect, another big game tonight and an impressive exhibit
for Devin Booker.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again. And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Altman, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long.
The iconic and ever-busy freeways of L.A. Welcome from Southern California. Thanks for joining us on a picture-perfect Sunday night for some NBA on 2K Sports. And the broadcast team tonight, Grant Hill and Steve Smith. Allie LaForce, our reporter. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, BA. Well, the Clippers are super talented, and now they're starting to gel. Paul George said the chemistry is amazing. He said, quote, "This team has a real bond. It's fun. We're locked in. We're together. It's one of the best locker rooms I've been around. We're going to continue to build off that." Guys?
Oh, that's a scary thought, Allie. Thanks for that. And Grant, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Something you'd know a little bit about.
Well, you know, B.A., in my younger days, I might have caught a few guys, but maybe we'll see a few highlights tonight, too.
And to look at the starters for the Knicks. Barrett plays the small forward with Randall in at the 4. Evan Fournier is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's Robinson in at the 5 down low. And for the Clippers. And so off the completely new group for the Clippers. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. MP's checked in for Robinson. Toppin comes in for Randall. Quickly is checked in for Fournier. And it's Burks in for Rose. Quickly from outside. The shot off that time. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. Back to Johnson. Pass to Ibaka. Here's Mann, down to 5 on the shot clock. Over quickly. Mann misses.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
Ibaka against Burks. Drives to the hoop. Unable to get that one. Ooh, great D that time from Ibaka. From deep, Johnson. He's off on that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Barrett passes to MP. Here's Toppin. That's Ibaka defending. MP outside. 13 feet out. Second chance shot. Here's Toppin. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Great defense by Serge, a tremendous athlete, blessed with insane length and leaping ability.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Here's Burks. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. MP no good. And stolen by Barrett. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Here's Toppin. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Toppin's gotten his second bucket.
What a read by MP. Sees the D out of position, makes the feed, and creates a wide open bucket.
Johnson against Burks. Outside Johnson. Pass to Ibaka. Over Toppin. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Knicks up by 4, and back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. All right, guys, what's your take on the Knicks so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
Isaiah Hartenstein is out there with Serge Ibaka. Then there's Nicholas Batum. Then there's Johnson. And it's Mann in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Now here's Quickly. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Tries again. Noel, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Pass to Mann. Now here's Ibaka. Noel covering. Ibaka's shot is off. The Knicks with the lead. Quickly finds Burks. And here's MP to the middle. Now Noel. Here's MP. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. MP's got his first points in this one.
You have to admire the focus. What body control from MP to finish off the shot.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Coming into this, having notched to win against the Lakers in their last game.
A big difference in that one. Their ability to convert from range. By and large, they took some really good shots.
And if it wasn't there, each guy was willing to make the extra pass. Trust in his teammates.
Substitution here for New York. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
I also like what they've done on the fast break in their first half tonight. They're taking it to them.
The consummate team player, Paul George, is an excellent leader, and he's cool to let others lead also.
Pass to Toppin. 59 seconds left in the first half of this one. On the wing quickly. Now MP. Robinson defending from deep. MP. Rebound by the Clippers. They beat the Knicks during their last encounter in New York.
And they came away with the win because everyone contributed. The starters, the bench, they all played as a unit.
Great scoring output from that second unit. Such a luxury to have that extra ammunition.
Here's MP. Another shot. And the layup is good. MP's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And we know MP can make the highlight reel play. Right there, he shows you how he can make the hustle play too.
George against Barrett. 11 seconds left in the second period. Now here's George. The three ball. He can't hit that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Knicks out in front, leading by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. The Clippers trail. And on the floor for Tom. Limit on free throw routines, but we see some players ask for time before they get the ball. Grant, do you think that should count as part of their time?
You know, BA, I don't see why not. I mean, it's about keeping the game moving. So asking the ref to hold the ball longer, not exactly compatible.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. On the wing, MP. Back to Burks.
Remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Down low. And MP with a basket on the assist by Burks. MP's got 6 points.
Whatever they did right in the first half defensively, we're not seeing it now.
And here are the Clippers now. It's a three-point game. Pass to Hartenstein. Now here's Johnson. And the shot goes down. Johnson's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Hey, that right there was a lot of confidence given the size of the disadvantage there.
Also a lot of skill. This is exactly the type of thing you practice for over and over again. That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
For the Knicks, Barrett checked in for Craig, and Fournier is subbed in for Burks. Guarded by Quickly. Pass to man. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hartenstein. Ooh, good finish at the rack on the slick feed. Hartenstein's got 6 here in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's MP. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Pass to man. Over Toppin. Man misses.
Missed opportunity. It's a makeable shot for him. He just can't get it to go.
Ibaka against MP. Fournier for 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. And now it's a 4-point New York lead.
And since the break, both teams are increasing their intensity and really getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
Guarded by Quickly. Out to the wing. Here's Batum. And the shot falls short that time. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. It's the Knicks leading by 4. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Three tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. It's Batum at the power forward with Zubats at center. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Paul George. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Inside the paint, MP plays with real heart, not allowing the defense to discourage him.
Back to George. Pass to Batum. Back to George. Lets it fly. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
MP's shot is off. And for the Clippers, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. Guarded by Quickly. Zubac passes to George. Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Batum's shot is off. The Knicks with the lead. Pass to Quickly to the paint. Here's MP. Batum pulls it in.
How is it possible? Wide open too.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Anytime you get as many points from the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing.
Knicks making a change here. MP's checked in.
Ivica Zubac, shooting 1.
The and one puts a little extra insurance on their lead. What a play.
Now a timeout called by New York. They trail by 6. A minute 39 left in the 4th quarter. And now let's let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game. Ivica Zubac.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off. Hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
Randall, left side. Inside. Here's MP. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Zubac. It's George with the drive. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
So far, George's competitive play has worked well. He's getting just about everything to fall.
MP finds Rose. Here's Randall. Softly drops in the floater. Randall's got 9 points now in the second half.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
1:09 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Pass to Zubac. George against Barrett. Fournier covering. And it's MP with a rebound. And the Knicks with the possession here. Barrett passes to Fournier. Down low. And he buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Again, Fournier. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And that puts him up 5.
Jason Preston at the line for 2.
He's off on the free throw. Unable to get the second one to drop.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
They have very little time to run a play. And then, of course, they also need to foul.
And these are the moments that MP lives for. Talk about coming up in the clutch.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for LA. At the charity stripe, Paul George. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Nice job extending the lead and making this a 2-possession game now.
Now a timeout called by New York. They're trailing by 5. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 24 seconds left in the fourth. Here's MP. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Great court awareness by Derrick Rose, reading every inch of the floor so well.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. Randall with it. From deep. Doesn't go for him. And now we've got an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
Jason Preston, 2 shots.
And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Rose. Inside, deflects the pass. Here's MP. Off the mark. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. They really kept this team's energy high.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. And we'll see you next time.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You're looking comfortable out there. You feeling good? You feeling good?
Oh, man, look, I got a nice rhythm with my teammates, with the media. Hey, me and Coach starting to see eye and eye. Well, I think we're starting to see eye and eye.
Well, speaking of Coach, I just had a conversation with him, and I think he's ready to get you in the starting lineup.
Are you serious?
Do I look like Ashton Kutcher?
Who?
Punked.
I don't know what you're talking about, Coach.
Oh, man, you're making me feel old, MP. Come on. Well, look, all kidding aside, you're the starter.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yo, look, I'm ready. This is what I do. I'm ready to go out there, show the city what I got, baby. Thank you, Coach G. Woo! Starting, man. Dude.
Hey, look, first start. Why do you think it took so long for the coaching staff to come to their senses?
Look, Frank, getting into the starting lineup is something that's not given, bro. That's something that's earned. And it just took me a minute to earn the coach's trust, that's all.
Well, it must have been hard waiting, though, right?
But I don't look at it like I was waiting. You know, I was working, man. Doing what I love to do, it wasn't that difficult for me.
Well, okay then. Well, how much do you think not being the coach's first choice in the draft made getting into the starting lineup an uphill battle for you?
I'm not about to get into it with you, Frank, but it doesn't matter who drafted you. You know, it don't matter where you was drafted, none of that. Once you're here, your job is winning basketball. Same for the coaches. Everybody's just focused on winning games, not playing favorites.
But come on, it sure looked like favorites were getting played earlier in the season.
Those are your words, bro. That's not what's going on in the locker room.
Yeah, okay, all right, fair enough.
Thank you, Frank.
It's finally arrived. Welcome to the My Team Unlimited 200 and
This is an aerial view of our location today, Sacramento, the capital of California. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. Welcome, everyone, to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge on our sideline. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Sharing the wing spots, Fournier and Barrett. Julius Randle is out there with MP, and it's Rose in at the 1. And for Sacramento, Bagley and Holmes sharing the post duty. Fox is out there with Harris, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. And these teams both on their way up. Chris, some of the best young talent in the NBA on the court before our eyes tonight.
You're right about that, Kevin. And I love seeing great young players develop their game. There's a lot of room to grow for these young teams and players.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. Fox finds Barnes. Harris looking it over. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Sacramento shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And the technical free throw, missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Knicks on defense. Holmes passes to Fox. Drives to the hoop, and it's Fox with the jam.
Once Fox has some speed behind him, it's a wrap. I mean, he's superb at using it to dunk.
You know, Greg, thinking about De'Aaron Fox and what's next for him, we know how much he wants to get to the playoffs and contend.
Yeah, I mean, Fox doesn't just want to have impressive regular seasons. This guy, his goal is to get his squad to the postseason. And not only that, he wants a chance to win titles.
And lots of buzz surrounding this recent announcement. MP locking up a partnership with Kia.
Kia and the NBA have an extensive working relationship. I mean, to get MP on board is a huge move for everybody involved.
Kept alive. Here's Bagley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
An exceptional leaper with a great motor. Good luck keeping Bagley off the boards.
MP outside. Rose against Fox. Trying to get open is Randle. It's hauled in by the Kings. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They kept chucking from distance, and ultimately it was their undoing. Disappointing result.
5 to shoot. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Scooped up. Here's Holmes, and the rejection by MP. And the rejection by Holmes. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
MP passes to Rose. Back to MP. Pass to Randle. Fox with the steal. And now the pass to Holmes. Just 4 to shoot. Barnes finds Fox. And a miss there on the triple. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. Trailing by 2. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
They had a hard time taking the lid off the basket. Their offense just looked flat.
And not to get too ahead of things, Greg, but MP will be facing a big decision this offseason as he heads to free agency.
And it's a bit strange how his contract was set up to allow that. Nevertheless, he'll be a big name on the market come summer.
And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. different look here. Rashawn Holmes is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Marvin Bagley comes in for Len. Barnes, he's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Fox in for Terrence Davis. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The front court will be Barnes along with Bagley. Mitchell is out there with Fox, and it's Holmes in at the 5 roaming the paint. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now here's Fournier. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Sacramento making a switch here. Harris is checked in. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. And Chris, if you were playing today, which coach would you most want to play for?
There's so many great coaches. Kevin, I don't know, but I would hope they had the template of letting their guys get out and go. I want to play in a fast-paced system. I want to play for a coach that played this game before. I want to play for a coach that really had that great attitude in the locker room, one that fostered chemistry. So many great coaches. I'm sure it's a lot of them that fit that criteria.
Now here's Barnes. Here's Fox. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
This is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it. That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he goes to finish.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Kings currently have the league's longest playoff drought. De'Aaron Fox was 8 years old the last time they made the postseason. He says this is the most passionate fan base. So let's be special and dig out of this hole. As competitors, we want to win right now, but we know that we're building something. Kevin?
Well, they've got the right attitude and close to a breakthrough, many people think. David, thanks. Now here's Randall. Harrison Barnes missing his last shot. And the dunk by MP.
Playmaker in every sense of the word. Rose is so good at breaking down defenses and creating for others.
Kings leading now by 7.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And, yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
Here's Fox. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy.
Here's Rose. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
.144 left here in the second. Fox kicks to Barnes. Back to Fox. Barnes outside. Pocket 6. Holmes. Outside Bagley. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Kings lead by 8.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
MP dishes to Rose. Barrett with the ball. 11-point game his last outing. Randall right side. MP trying to free himself up. Randall no good. Look at the last game for Sacramento. It was a win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Harris passes to Holmes. It's hauled in by MP. Knicks trail by 8. To the inside. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Fournier against Harris. Here's Holmes. Bagley trying to free himself up. Holmes, good. Holmes got 7.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Bagley against Randall. Inside. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Checking in for the Knicks.
5 seconds left in the first half. Here's Fox. And so it's the Sacramento Kings in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We come back right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. MP really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Knicks. In the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. Rose is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's MP in at the 5.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for a shot. He enjoys getting it to the open teammate.
Down low. MP kicks to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Puts up a 3. Traps in the tray. Rose has got 5 points so far.
When Rose is in the zone at the arc, he's dangerous. I mean, zeroes in on the hoop and sinks.
Now, here's Bagley. 6 points for him. And hit the turnaround jumper. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Rose goes in. MP trying to free himself up. Rose, no good.
One of the big what-ifs in NBA history is what if D. Rose ever got hurt? I mean, think about it. He won the MVP in 2011. Rose was on the Bulls team that included Noah, Kyle Korver, Bob Dang.
Now, here's Fournier. Following the missed shot by Rashawn Holmes.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. If they've got a can't-miss play, now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
Now, here's Fox. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. Harris's shot is off. And those Bulls would go 62-20 in Rose's MVP season. The best record at that time in the NBA, losing in the 2011 Conference Finals, Chris, to LeBron's Miami Heat.
Yeah, Kevin, unfortunately, I mean, those Bulls were 35-9 when he was down, poised to be a title contender. You never know how that buddy rivalry with Miami will turn out. Man, it's been great to see Rose continue his career after that.
He's checked in for Sacramento. Barnes comes in for Davis. The Knicks also changing it up. Noel's checked in for Robinson. MP comes in for Randall. And it's Rose in for Burks. Bagley and Holmes sharing the post duties. Mitchell is out there with Fox. And it's Barnes in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
It's scary when MP is going off like this. His adrenaline starts flowing. The teammates getting pumped. And then it's like a runaway train.
Fox against Noel. Barnes right side. Back to Bagley. And the basket is good. And the Kings lead by 18.
That's where Bagley needs to be most effective. Establish a strong inside presence. Make the D always worry about him in the post.
Fournier pass to MP. To the inside. Here's Noel. The shot misses. So the Kings will take it the other way.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Mitchell finds holes. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Bagley, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on MP. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
You know what? They've been hitting the boards hard, and it's paid off with a bunch of second chance points.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
There's a check in for the Kings. Pass to Barnes. Outside, Fox. Bagley against Noel. Here's Fox. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Rose passes to Noel. MP outside. Pass to Fournier. It's MP, top of the key. Pulls up, high post. That one wide left. Sacramento leading by 20. Barnes outside.
2 minutes.
We're so fortunate to have so many versatile bigs in today's NBA, Chris, but of those bigs, who do you enjoy watching the most?
Oh, well, I love watching Jokic and Embiid. You've seen what those guys can do. Post up, step out, hit threes, control that corner action, and they're able to carry their team.
Barrett finds Rose. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
But the whole league has the utmost respect for D. Rose. I mean, partially due to his hoops IQ. He's excellent at drawing contact.
At the line for 2.
Free throw drops for Rose.
I mean, and the resiliency Rose has shown throughout.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
All right.
So I think it's safe to say tonight didn't go as you would have hoped, right? Do you have to admit now that the coach was right to sit you so long?
You know, I got to admit that I'm still learning. It took a lot of work to get into the starting lineup, and it's going to take a lot of work to stay here. But I still believe that coach was right to start me, and I believe that he'd know what's best for me to stay here.
Well, look, after your performance tonight, how do you think you might feel if and when the coach decides to send you back to the bench?
Who said I'm not starting anymore?
Well, no one. I'm just saying it's a possibility.
After one game, Frank? Come on. That's not going to happen.
Well, I guess we'll have to see.
I guess so. All right, no more questions? Thank you.
you.